welcome back to my channel. We are currently in the South Island of New Zealand. We're in Christchurch. We are on morning one of our camper trip for the next 8 days roughly. We're going to be doing our camper trip from Christchurch down to Queenstown, which is so exciting. We've just pulled up a pack and save, so we're going to get our food and stuff for the next few days and then head down to the Tekapo. I think there's a really nice pie shop that ChatGPT says that we have to stop at. Niall loves a pie, so we're going to go there. Niall is in the driver's seat currently. We're also in our camper van, so I'll do a little tour whenever we get out in a bit, whenever we get to our campsite maybe. We've booked the entire thing through Travel Playground, and if you want you can use my code TAR10 and you'll get some discount too. So yeah, let's spend the next few days together. I'm so excited. It's like a trip of a lifetime. Are you excited?
Excited.
Niall's buying all the ridiculous stuff that we can buy in here.
Yeah, you never know when you're going to need some meat goreng instant noodles.
What actually do we need? So I just stocked up the fridge, looking good. Niall has ran back in because we forgot to get some water, and then we're gonna head down to Lake Tekapo. Our stargazing tour has been moved from 9 till 7 because they said that the visibility was better. We were a bit skeptical, thinking maybe they overbooked it, but then we did ring, pretend to be someone else, and they said they would recommend the earlier tour. So we're going on that at 7. We want to stop at this like pie shop along the way, and then our campsite is meant to be stunning as well. So I'm excited to get down there and to also see Lake Tekapo because it's meant to be like the bluest water ever. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this entire trip. Like, it's going to be insane. I feel very, very grateful, and just how lucky am I. Like, I was walking around Auckland and I was like, imagine like how lucky we are, because like, for example, my parents, like, they had a dream to come here but like they never got the chance to, do you know what I mean? Whereas like, I'm just like, I'm going to New Zealand, and like, we just see it so normal when we live in Australia, so I'm not taking anything for granted. I feel very, very lucky. First up. Absolutely stunning. We're almost at Lake Tekapo. What's that beeping noise now? Good, thank you. So these are the famous pies that Niall was dying to get.
Pie time.
Pie time. Niall loves a pie.
Pie o'clock.
Pie o'clock. Right, go on, give us a review.
We've gotten 2 pies. Let's do the cross section. Was that ham and ham and salmon?
Salmon and bacon, yeah.
Mm.
Niall is obsessed with pies, so I also have to be in on this in our relationship. So I would say I prefer the chicken and mushroom one because it tastes like something from school. And then we got that other weird one, and it's nice, to be fair. I think the best thing about a pie is the pastry bit, to be honest. Freaking insane. Oh no. Guys, how the hell is this even real? We're at Lake Tekapo. It's actually quite cloudy, but like, look at how blue that water is. It's absolutely insane. It's freezing. We are so cold, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I feel so lucky to be here. Niall is currently skimming stones in the background. There's actually like not much around in the scene, like apart from obviously the gorgeous scenery, but the little towns are like very petite, but I love that. It's just like you're out in nature having so much fun. It's actually mad as well how much the temperature changes, because earlier we were like, oh my god, it's so warm. Here I did say that it would be like warm and then cold as well. So yeah, that is what we're going to do. We're going to walk, maybe go to the church now and see that before we get to go to the Stargazing tour tonight. We're here with the BBC News. Can't believe it. Wow. Oh my god, it looks so blue.
Pretty so blue.
This is the Church of the Shepherd. And there's apparently a photography line going on here. Interesting.
We should have got here early to get a good place. We didn't get here early enough.
We need to get a better camera. My camper cup of tea. Niall's currently making himself a sandwich. We're inside. This camper's actually unreal. We almost got given a different camper, and then I was like, sorry, no, that's not the camper we booked, because they're like, it's an upgrade, but I didn't like the table setup. They basically didn't have a table like inside. They did, but like you couldn't sit at the table. And we went on a camper trip before, and then you could sit at the table in it, and I was like, we need that because it's going to be so cold. So we made the best decision ever by standing up for ourselves. So this is your sign. Even though it was like a fancier van, we have like an older school van, but it's still perfect. And then we're going to go for the stargazing tour, but we're waiting for the fella to bring us because the cloud cover is quite bad, so it might get pushed back later, or we might not make it at all, but fingers crossed for us. We're going to enjoy this cup of tea, probably fight a little bit more, and go from there. Guys, we are back in the camper. I need to do like an actual camper tour, but I'll do it tomorrow because today we haven't had time. But if you want to see my bed, this is what our current bed situation looks like. Very glam. The wee heater on there. I have my camera equipment here. I'm uploading some stories onto the Instagram. Niall's gone to the loo there. I've actually just been lying in here. Oh my god, no guys, right. So we had the most insane stargazing tour. I'm going to insert the photos here. I think it was called Silver Lining or Star Lining or something like that from Lake Tekapo. And oh my freaking god, we seen Aurora Australis. Fucking hell, I've never seen something like it in my entire life. And it was actually mad because they were like, oh, it's going to be cancelled, the weather's so bad, but like we're ringing an hour, so they kept like putting it off. And then he was like, hey, can you like come now? And we're like, yeah, we can come now. And then we got out there and he was like, I can't believe it, but there's actually like, it's completely changed, there's like an Aurora. And we were like, what the fuck? And then we went out and it was just the two of us. We had hot chocolate and it wasn't that long because actually then these clouds came and like covered up the Milky Way, so we couldn't actually see anymore, anything anymore. You couldn't do the tour a bit, but we got all the photos and he was like, I'm going to give you a bit of a refund because like you didn't get the tour. And we were like, oh my god, that was like the best thing we've ever done in our lives. I don't know why you're giving us a refund, but thank you so much. So we're just back in the camper now. It's nearly 10 o'clock. We're gonna go to sleep and then get up for another day tomorrow. So I'm gonna love you and leave you, and tomorrow we're going to Mount Cook. Good morning guys, we're down for our coffee on the lake in Lake Tekapo. It's absolutely stunning. Right now the mountains are completely covered with clouds, so thank god we got here yesterday. We're gonna actually head to Mount Cook now. Hopefully maybe do one or two of the hikes, but the weather isn't looking like it's serving today. Niall needs to go and get some shoes because he doesn't have any waterproofs with him, so we're gonna go and do that now and then head on our first 1 hour trip. Was freezing last night, wasn't it, Niall?
Yeah, it was cold.
Anytime I had like 3 pairs of pajamas on, Niall's not wearing pajamas. Anytime I moved he was like
still refused to wear pajamas, sleep in your boxers, the only way.
We just got to Lake Pukaki. Niall, do not say what you're about to say. But unfortunately the clouds are kind of like over the mountains, so we can't fully get the full effect. This is meant to be like the most scenic drive around that corner to New Zealand, so we've got a bit of the effect. I'll turn the camera around and show you, but it would be unreal if the clouds weren't there. But what can you do? You're only here for certain days. The lake is so blue though, isn't it? This is New Zealand's biggest salmon farm, or else it's this floating cafe or something. We just got fresh sashimi and a coffee, and then we're gonna drive to Mount Cook. Insane. The views are so good. The water's so blue, and this is full of salmon. The sushi over here is unbelievable in Australia and in New Zealand. Sushi's not something I ever ate before when I lived at home. Like I never ever would have got sushi. But see here, it's so fucking nice. So if you're not already on that buzz, you need to get on that buzz. We are at Hooker Valley. It's absolutely unbelievable. Wow. This is Tasman Glacier. Wow. This one is only like 15 minutes hike from the car park, so definitely doable, but it is uphill. We took off quite fast, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Would recommend. We had a wee cup of tea in between. A glass of wine. It's New Zealand wine, Pinot Noir. And me and Niall are having a fight. Good morning guys, we are in Twizel. We actually left Mount Cook this morning, so we were supposed to do the we're supposed to do the, what do you call it, the fucking flight, helicopter, but it got cancelled and the weather down there was so bad, so we were supposed to stay on and maybe do Sealy Tarns, but the girl was like, guys, I would move on, like there's nothing to do here when it's like this bad of weather. So at least we got to see loads of it yesterday, so we've headed, now we're going to head to Wanaka. I think we're going to stay there an extra night. And Wanaka's our next stop anyway, and then we'll probably try and get into a campsite there and yeah, just see what else we can actually add on, because there's no point being there if it's like raining. We're just sitting in the camper the whole time, whereas the sun is shining here now. We're going to stop for some coffee. We're at this cafe called Mint. I've seen it online, so we're gonna get some coffee now and then make our way down to Wanaka and see what the vibes are, because we've kind of gained a day now, which is not a bad thing. We just got a coffee in Mint Cafe in Twizel. Oh! See, I'm never supposed to be a vlogger. We just got a coffee in Mint Cafe in Twizel. It's actually such a nice cafe. I feel like it was a wee bit out of place, do you not? As in, it's so nice that I haven't seen something like that in ages.
It was very nice.
That's like the first time since we probably left Christchurch that we've seen something like...
It's aesthetic.
Such nice coffee. I think the nicest coffee I've actually had since I came to New Zealand, because I find the coffee here quite like strong and bitter, and that doesn't agree with my stomach, so that's not a vibe. Anyway, we are going to head down and we're going to drive through Lindis Pass now, and then into Wanaka. We're staying at Lake Hawea. I don't know how to say things. I actually think it's going to get me in trouble someday, but we're staying there hopefully for an extra night, and then we're going to see what Wanaka's like before we head down to Queenstown. And then maybe in Queenstown what we can do is actually get the helicopter from Queenstown if we decide that that's something that we want to do, and if we have enough time. So that's the crack. We're going to get on the road. We are at Lindis Pass. Niall's going to take some pictures of me, so we're going to have a fight night.
Fight time.
What clothes am I doing? They're so blurry though. Why are they so blurry? Can't even see my face. What did you take that on?
Two.
Oh Niall, look at that, like, come on.
Get back up.
Oh my god.
Times 2 doesn't work.
That's terrible looking.
Get up there.
Oh, what is wrong with my phone? I think it's my phone.
It's never the phone, Angel. If I ever hear you say that again, don't fucking get up there.
Stop fighting. Stop fighting. It's not a real fight, come on. Okay.
Never ever the phone.
No, more. Guys, there it is. It's the Wanaka tree. What do you think of Wanaka?
Wanaka is probably one of the nicest places so far, is it?
It's very gorgeous.
It's gorgeous and it's got some bits.
Yeah, we like a town that has gorgeousness and bits.
And bits. Very important.
We need somewhere that you can get like good coffee
A aesthetic coffee shop, a little Japanese ramen store.
Yeah, and then good views. Good
views.
That's perfect for us. If it's even too derelict, no.
It's got a sauna.
Yeah.
It's all about the health.
All about the health and well-being. This is our view.
People are jogging along the lake.
Yeah.
That speaks health.
Shut up.
We haven't done any jogging.
We've not done any jogging, but it'd be nice to do a jog. So we just got to our campsite. It's called The Camp, and it's just like 10 minutes outside of Wanaka, and I think it might possibly be the nicest thing that I've ever seen in my entire life, because wait till you see this. Like, what the actual hell do you mean? It's so stunning. No. Good morning, guys. We are in Wanaka this morning. There's a loud car. We stayed in Lake Hawea last night in the campsite. Absolutely stunning. Fucking freezing though. I'd say this is the coolest place I've ever been. Niall is like an ice cube. I have more layers than he does, and he won't admit that his clothes are cold. So he's just walking around freezing, and it is freezing. And now we're going to get some coffee, and then we're going to do some hikes, and that is the vibes today. It's going to be gorgeous. I've also bricked my phone, so I'm not allowed to go on my social media until I have like social media time, because I feel like it's very slow living here. We were saying that like on the road you're kind of like slow, and then you just kind of go on your phone, and it's like not good that you do that. So we bricked our phones so that we're going to be fully present and read our Kindles and hike and just enjoy it. I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh my god, am I getting all the sights in? Am I doing all these things? Am I like seeing every single place that everyone recommends? And sometimes you just need to go a little bit slower. That's what you need to do. So we're going to go to Curbside Coffee because it was actually recommended to us multiple times. And then we're going to maybe go and do the Blue Pools today. Tomorrow we're doing Roy's Peak, which is like one of the biggest hikes here, and it looks stunning for sunrise. We have had like good weather, but like not great weather. It hasn't been too bad with the wetness. Yes, we did have to leave now and cook, but it's not clear skies either. It's like cloudy, so that a lot of the time the top of the mountains are a bit covered with clouds, but we can still see like a decent amount, so it's not bad enough to like complain about it. But I would say like sometimes it must be incredible if you get really good sunrise or sunset or whatever, which we haven't yet had, but the weather looks really good in Queenstown as well. So that is plans today, and we need to also get Niall a toilet.
Hey, that's not an update.
That's an update. They're all quite strong. I had to get the croissant. That time it wasn't me. I wonder what the croissant tastes like.
Sweet treat. How's the drive been?
The drive has been windy, but absolutely stunning. I'd say that was probably one of the nicest drives we've seen. Do you think?
I think so.
Because the tops of the mountains as well
clouds.
And also because I'm a better driver than Niall.
You are not a better driver.
Facts are facts. Do you want the scorecard?
Lie detected, no. Panic.
When the corporate life comes everywhere into the wildlife. We are at the blue pools. Niall's going to get into the water, you know.
TBC.
It's stunning here. Look at how blue that water is.
Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
And there's absolutely nobody here. Look at this. Barren land. We walked a little bit further down and there's our tourists here. Except us.
Private river.
Oh. Niall is going to brave the conditions. There's no one swimming here, but it does look absolutely unreal. He's gonna get in. Go! Head under. Good job! How was it?
Oh my god, it's fizzing!
Guys, it's 4:30. We're hiking Roy's Peak. We're probably like a kilometre and a half in, if even.
2.1.
Oh Jesus, yes, that's great. 2.1k in, 6k hike. It's really fucking hard, not gonna lie, but it's gonna be worth it. We can see so many stars, and this is the clearest day we've had, so we're gonna get a sunrise. Oh, we're both out of breath. Hard, isn't it?
It's probably a little bit harder than I anticipated.
Yeah. TikTok did try to tell us, but you know, you never believe TikTok. We're almost there. Look at this view, it's insane. I'm the fish. We've gone to the food truck in Wanaka and honestly it's so good. After the hike all we've done is sleep. So we're out for some food, we might watch sunset now and then honestly head back to the trailer and just chill because that hike was insane, guys. It was absolutely crazy. Now in Arrowtown we actually made a massive error. Niall made a massive error. So I had my AirPods in and I was like tapping on my laptop and Niall was driving, he was listening to his podcast and up came a notification saying do not go on that road, you're gonna get a $300 fine. Niall obviously proceeds to drive up that road. We get on a viewpoint and we're like, oh my god, this is so cool, and then it came up again being like, you've now been fined $300. I was like, what? And I was like, that came up a few miles ago, but I just pressed oh no. And proceeded to drive on this road that apparently campervans are not allowed to drive on. Well, it is, you're allowed to drive on it, but the camper companies don't let you because it's such a dangerous road. Just coming into Arrowtown from Wanaka, you're supposed to go the main way.
It's hard on the van. It's too steep.
It's hard on the van, and it's like a pin, like a hairpin, up and down. Of course, Niall had to proceed to do the entire thing, and then we were just like, sunk cost fallacy. We've already paid the $300. Let's just continue on this road, which is what we had to do. But we got here safely. The van is okay, but don't make that mistake. I don't know, what was it? What was that road called?
It was exhilarating stuff.
It was like a roller coaster.
Hairpin, very steep. It was called...
I don't know what road it was called. But anyway, make sure that you check that if you're driving from Wanaka.
It's very deceptive because it's the main road between Wanaka and...
Well, Google Maps put us that way, so it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, and everyone's driving on it, except camper vans. But you don't notice that until you get fined.
Anyway, we're going to go through this little town now. We only have like 40 minutes and then we're going to head on some pools before we head into Queenstown. So we're just going to pretend that didn't happen. You know, one of those things that happens on holidays that you're like...
Moving on, it's one of these.
Oops. We're actually terrible. We're like, it's fine. And I was like, $300 is a lot of money. And I was like, oh, it's too much money that you could get stressed about, so let's not worry about it. That's what it is right now. Also, he was like, oh sure, it's only £75 each, and I was like, I didn't press the fucking button and continue to drive.
I didn't have a co-pilot. Co-pilot was over there, tip tapping. She's the worst co-pilot in history.
I'm actually not.
You're actually horrendous.
You're the one who literally said, don't drive that road, $300 fine, and you said, okay, delete.
I thought it would be. I thought it was about a different road that was going to be quite obvious when you reached it that it was inappropriate to drive on.
This is really good. It's called Wolf. everyone was queued up to go there, so I just got a small one shot. The coffee is very bitter here. My battery is about to die, but look at these pools, it's absolutely insane. This is the onsen pools in Queenstown, and we're going to do the tri-bathing, so it's cold plunge, hot sauna and steam room. The floor is freezing, my toes are so cold. We've just parked in Queenstown. We were at our campsite. It's so nice. I'll actually show you, but I was just charging the gimbal up. This is it in the background. It's absolutely gorgeous. We're going to go and do the gondola and the luge. So that's like the thing that brings you up, and then the like go-karty thing down. It's probably the most adrenaline-seeking thing that I'll do. This is disgusting. Like, you can literally see all of the makeup on me. Do we have to pay for parking? So we're gonna have a wee walk around the town and then go up and do that. Maybe we'll get a little bit of a sunset, and then we're gonna actually cook some dinner at camp today. That is the good thing about going away, I think, is that you can like eat out one night and then, you know, like have something home cooked after, because after a few days, like, you just feel like shit. So that's the plan right now. It's so gorgeous. Like, it's actually crazy. I keep saying it, but it's like little Gilmore Girls cities. That's how I feel like New Zealand is. I get some Lindt hot chocolates. One of our favorite things to do. That's ours. Oh. One of our favorite things to do in London was to walk around and get our Sainsbury shop, but like take a Lindt ball and not pay for it and just eat it, and then do our food shop. I'm letting everyone know that we used to steal.
Oh no! Don't tell the internet that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
These are the gondolas. Niall, are you nervous?
No, but Tara is.
Better. It feels surprisingly safe.
It is. It's very smooth.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? We're on the gondola. Is this a gondola?
I think it's a ski lift.
Oh, it's a ski lift. We're on a ski lift now. That luge was so fun. The views are mental at the back. It's actually so fun. Queenstown is stunning. We're about to get the sunset as well. Definitely recommend doing this. That was really fast.
It was so fun. It was way faster than I thought it was going to be.
So fun.
So
oh
good.
My god. So much fun. You have to do this. Guys, we're heading on the Milford Sound fly cruise fly, and the flight was almost cancelled, but they're going to go ahead with it. It might be a chance that we can't land and we just have to like fly over, but we're going to take the chance. It's only like a 20% chance. Look at this. It's so cool.
If we need you to fly the plane, we might be in trouble.
He's played plenty of sweet.
Second last day. I don't know why I said hello everyone like I was announcing off to the church. We're on our second last day in Queenstown. I actually don't think I've vlogged in a day or so. We went to Fur Burger last night. It was very good. Now, what would you rate Fur Burger? It wasn't the best burger I've had in the world, I'm going to say that much, but it was very good. I did like it.
I give it a 7.5.
7.5, I agree. I think the bun was very, I was talking to Pierre about this before, the bun was very like a bap. Like a bap you do your burger in for like a barbecue. It didn't feel like a burger bun, so I would have changed that to more of a burger style bun, but that's just me being picky. And then we didn't do that much yesterday, did we? What did we do in the morning? We did something big. Oh yeah, we did the thingy, the valley.
We flew to
Milford Sound.
We
flew to Milford Sound. That
we
feels
did
like
an extremely bougie. Well, it wasn't extremely bougie, but it was quite.
It was bougie. It was bougie. We did the Milford Sound tour. We didn't know if it was going to go, but it did go. It was absolutely spectacular. I will insert all of the clips as well before this, so you will have seen that we actually did do that. I just forgot about it. And then we chilled when we came back, did a little bit of work to clock off for the week, and then went to Burger, and then we've been watching Beef on Netflix, so we watched an episode of that. And then today we got up, went for a run. It was 10k's. It was accidentally 10k's because we were going to go for a 5k for a coffee, and then we got lost on the trail around the airport, and we were like, how the fuck are we ever going to get home? I had no service, no data, Niall didn't have a phone, and we were like, we have to be back in time for this wine tour, but we did make it, and it was a lovely run. And now we're here at around the base of the wine tour. We're doing a half day, so it's from like 12 to half 4. Perfect for me because we did a wine tour before and it didn't end very well. And that
It did end well.
that was because it was on a like bus with these like really old American people, and it was tragic. It was absolutely tragic. The wineries were lovely, but it was a bit tragic. And then what was I going to say? Yeah, this one is stunning because it's like a bike, and around the New Zealand wineries it's like the Gibson Valley area. So we're going to do 2 or 3 wineries here, and they collect us at 4:30, so it's perfect. And we go at our own pace, and like you're not stuck in a bus around with everyone and having to like, you know, make friends with everyone, even if you don't really want to make friends with everyone. That makes it sound very antisocial, but it is what it is. So this was Niall's want to do.
It's my request for the holiday.
This is his request for the holiday, so we're getting it ticked off before we go home tomorrow, and I'm so excited to go home and see our daughter, aka our dog. I'm so excited. I miss her so much. Guys, we are headed back to the airport. That is it for our camper trip around New Zealand. You've probably seen me wear this hat and this jacket for the entire 7-8 days, and that's because I have. We have a lot of washing to do. We had an absolute ball, and don't forget, if you do want to do the New Zealand trip or any trips around Australia, then use my code TAR10 when you're booking with Travel Playground, because you will get a discount and it's well worth it. I will see you in the next video. Bye.